Hi friends! Okay, so I'm so sorry about this. I have this new camera setup going on and I'm trying to switch between different angles. Okay, great. So I think I fixed that. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. So anyway, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is Lindsay for Swing Design, and I am excited because today we are going to be working on some Christmas crafting. So, you know, Christmas is like, 6 months away. So if we start now, hopefully by then we will get our, some of the things done. So we are working on these adorable ornaments. They can be gift tags, they can be home decor, anything that you can imagine or customize, so you can put someone's name on the back. And it uses HTV and your heat press and your cutting machine. So let's go ahead and I know, Jamie, thanks for hanging in there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera view and then we'll get this started again. So let's go ahead and switch that. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I'm using my Cameo 4, but you can use, any cutting machine you feel comfortable with. We are using both Caesar HTV. Oh, hi, Carly. We are using Caesar HTV, so I've already cut out that one, and then some glitter HTV as well. So let's go ahead and just put this on our mat here. And feed it in for the mat. Oops. All right, I think we're back. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so. All right, feeding it in there. Ay. And then I'm going to go into Silhouette Studio and we are going to cut this. Let's go ahead and send. Here we go, send. Send as is. Here we go. I'm going to go back to here. All right. So again, sorry about that. I am getting this whole multiple camera angle down. But anyway, while that is cutting, I wanted to show you these wood slices that I'm using. These you can get at your craft store, your, Amazon. Some of them come with a wood hole already drilled into it. So, you can get those. What I did is I just drilled a hole right in here. And then what I'll do is glue an eye hook into that little hole, and I'll do that because then I have the whole ornament to work with and I don't have to worry about a little hole being there. But certainly getting it pre-drilled is really nice and convenient. Okay, so we're switching back to the other camera. I will get this here, people. Okay, so we've got our glitter HTV, and it did cut. The one thing about glitter is that it can be a little difficult to see, but I'm going to go ahead and just pull that up there. Get a nice cut. Very nice. All right. And all right, so we've got oops, I need to weed this piece too. So has anyone already started on their Christmas crafting? I know it's like kind of difficult to think about, but these little ornaments are super fast and easy, and I think they're like the perfect little gift or little offering you could make for, a craft fair, something like that. And they're easily customizable, and you know how we all love little customizable things. So that is nice here. Okay. All right, so we've got the 3 different layers. and our wood slice. So let's go ahead and move on over to our heat press over here. And what we'll start with is this first layer here. And so what I did is when I cut these, I actually just cut, I lined this up on my mat and then I cut a little notch at the top. So I would know that this is, sorry if I'm talking loud, I would know that this is the top. So I did the same thing with this one too. All right, so, and then the last layer as well. And so what I'm using is a clamshell heat press, so you know it opens and closes like that. But what I linked to in the description is a swing away, and so a swing away that the top is actually going to pivot over to the side. And so for something like a wood slice ornament, that's actually more ideal to use, because then what you're going to get is even pressure, because it'll press completely down. So this, you know, the clamshell will still work too. But I linked to the swing away because that's going to be, you know, ideal for this type of really thick project. So what you would want to do is then in the back here, adjust the tension, or you know, adjust the pressure so that it's not as much, because you know, obviously we're not working with a thin piece of material, we're working with a you know, a thick wood slice. So let's go ahead and find the top here. I drilled that hole and I've just got a piece of parchment on here, and then we'll line up this first layer, and I'm just going to do a quick press of like a second, you know, a second or two, maybe like 2 seconds. All right, and then you do want to make sure that this is nice and smooth on there. Oops. Because we want, with the clamshell heat press, to get as much, you know, as even as we can with that. Oops. There we go. And then you're going to put your, you know, Teflon sheet or your parchment over the top, and then go ahead and press. And I can already tell I have the tension on too high. So let me adjust this and see how that did. That actually might have been okay. Because what we need to do is just, oh no, see how that edge is sticking up there? So I think it's even pressure there, and that's because the pressure was too high. So yeah, you just take this knob here and then dial it back, so it's not so tight. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. I can actually close it this time. Okay, so we just did a few seconds. Okay, smooth that out, and then this edge is not sticking. That edge is giving me grief. So let's go ahead and I'm going to rearrange it. Alright, so yeah, with the clamshell, definitely you get, there we go. See, that's how it's supposed to work. Like that. Alright, so then that's our first layer. Tacked down. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry about that. That's not supposed to turn off. Alright, so then we have our next layer, which is the glitter, and again I have that notch in the top so I can see where the top is, and just line that up. And if you're just joining us, we are starting our Christmas crafting already. Yes, I know, Christmas in July has begun. I have the link for the, oops, that might not be the top, for the design that I'm using. in the description of the video. It's over at Fontsy. And there's a bunch of different designs. Oh, here we go. Bunch of different designs. This one's the poinsettia that I thought looked really cute with the glitter HTV. So we're using Caesar glitter HTV and our heat press. I cut these out with my Cameo 4. Alright, so then got that lined up. I'm going to put that back. Do another press of like a couple seconds. Ooh, pull that up there. Peel it off. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, and then we'll do the final grain layer. And we'll line that up here. Actually, I think it's like this. There we go. I think. And as for the heat settings, so glitter, HTV, and regular Easy Weed, which I have as my bottom layer, they have different temperature settings, so I just split the difference, and I have mine on at 312, which is kind of like the middle between the two, the Easy Weed and the, okay, here we go. I'm having such a problem lining these up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, so working out the kinks here. So 312 for just like a couple seconds at first to tack it down. And then, sorry, give me just a second. I'm sorry. Having such a hard time lining this up. So, it's a beautiful design. There we go. Okay. Alright, so that's all lined up, and then I'm going to just put that there, and then this time I'm going to press for like 15 seconds, since this is my last layer. So I'll let that go for pretty much the whole time. And pull that up here. And then I can take this off, and we'll move you back to the craft station over here, where I can pull this off. And actually, I should have done this over at my heat press, because if there is something that didn't stick, then you can just press it again. But then there you go. If you wanted to do the center in HTV, you can do that, or like what I did is just glued some little gemstones there, and then use one of these eye hooks to put in the top here. I just drill a hole, but some of these will come already with a hole drilled in the top of them. And then, add a bow, and then you've got, a beautiful ornament, or you get an ornament, or a, gift tag, home decor, cute little things that you can whip up really quickly. I know I made it look like it takes a lot of time, but that's because you won't be doing it in front of 75 people. So anyway, I do have the supplies that I used linked in the description. I cut it out with my Cameo 4. I used Caesar Easy Weed and glitter HTV, and then my heat press. And I used a clamshell heat press, but what I've linked to is the Swing Away, because the Swing Away is going to give you that even pressure that will go completely straight down. It's a little bit not completely even, but I mean, look, you can still make, cute little designs with that too. Plus, the one I linked to is like an 8-in-1, so you get like your mug press and your heat press and your hot press and all of that too. And then of course, if you like the design and you need more inspiration, then I have the SVG bundle listed as well over at the So Fontsy site. So thank you so much for hanging in there with my little technical difficulties. I'll go ahead and work all that out. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Bye!